this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Battle in the Eastern Conference, this DC crowd hoping to watch their Wizards come out on top. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Leonard, that's for 2. Misses the jumper. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Isaac with the steal. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Here's Giannis. Floats one.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
Outside Leonard. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Powell. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Wizards shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good.
What's remarkable here is Fred VanVleet has evolved into such an excellent floor general. This guy has done a tremendous job becoming a legitimate threat as a shooter, a legitimate threat as a passer, and we know unequivocally he is unafraid on the game's biggest stage.
Now Isaac, following the miss by Fred VanVleet from deep. Knocked away. Isaac with the steal. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. In transition, here come the Wizards.
This to me is where he can be lethal. Break situation, Norman Powell speed's a problem.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Kicks it out to Booker. Ooh. Good on the 3-point shot. Booker's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's the bread, the butter, the main course. Booker's move in the catch and shoot money.
Kicks it out to Giannis. No good from outside.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Washington. Trailing by 2. Ingles can't get it to go. Right side Leonard. Pass to Isaac. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Now Ingles defended by Booker. Antetokounmpo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Scores on Devin Booker.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Now here's Graham. Pass to Millsap. From deep. And the 3-ball is good.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
1:49 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Caldwell Pope. Outside for Bledsoe. Holiday with the 3. It's good from long range.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Good. Antetokounmpo got 7 points.
And it just doesn't take many steps for Antetokounmpo to get up the floor on the break. It's just steal, sprint, and finish.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Now here's Booker. He's got 5. Here's Leonard. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. On that one, they were there.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pocket 6. Rejected by Booker. Isaac goes in. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Booker is good for 3. Booker's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Chicago. To the inside. Here's Ibaka. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Booker. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
From deep 3-point range. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Here's Bledsoe.
야이 개같은.
You know, 2 things happen here. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Fournier's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bulls. Here's Van Vliet. Banked in off the glass.
Well, if you think about Fred VanVleet's handle and his ability to operate at different speeds, you understand how effective he can be on the drive.
Now, here's Anunoby. Now Graham. Outside Millsap. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back.
야, 이 고기가 아니지.
Stolen by Graham. Outside Fournier. Down low.
오케이.
It's stolen by Kumbo. And here we go. Washington fast break. Collins is running. And stolen by Fournier. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
타이머.
Well, you think about Evan Fournier making himself more and more of a factor on the defensive end of the floor as his career has progressed. Really good job anticipating that steal.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. Man knows what he's talking about.
And so on to Kumbo will bring it up for Washington, trailing by 2. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And Adams sends it back. Anunoby has the open look. A three-pointer, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that.
Whoa.
Defense just dodged a bullet there.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the
야,
sideline.
이씨, 콤보가 찍혀?
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought
아이고야,
my
안
life
들어가네.
was
이러면 안 되는데.
Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
And it's Graham missing. Washington trailing.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname.
아씨, 왜 이거 똥 쌌나가?
And rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 9. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lets it go from deep.
아,
And it's
씨.
Chicago with the rebound. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Both teams changing it up here. Wizards trailed by 4. Holiday inside the line. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so here is Chicago. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Leonard. Drops one in from the wing. Leonard's got the lead up to 6 now for Chicago.
Well, you're working the two-man game with Kawhi Leonard as your primary target. That's the first guy you need to stop.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Tipped away. Taken away by Holiday. Fires it up. The Wizards with another miss. The Bulls leading by 6. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. .109 left to play in the first half. Booker outside. Stolen by Caldwell Pope.
The turnovers keep coming. It's been a pretty sloppy start to the game for them,
아,
but they're still in the driver's
천천히
seat.
천천히 가 천천히.
Inside. Back to Booker. On the wing, Isaac. Pass to Booker. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
왔다. 왜 이렇게 안 들어가냐?
And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Booker with no one around, but they recover it. Here's Leonard, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
Six seconds left from the first half of basketball. Can they get it? Misses the lead.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Tell me what you know about the play.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Chicago. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Leonard on the wing. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 10 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a brick pass.
Nailed from three-point land. 12 points for him.
And keeping the defense honest, every team in our league practically begs Giannis to take that shot.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. He goes up again.
야, 진짜 누가 뭐야? 이게 뭐야? 얘 아담스. 아,
Well, that's
아담스.
just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, you know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls and Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. Here's Ingles. And after Jonathan Isaac's bucket.
아이씨, 왜 이렇게 안
Can't get
좋아하냐?
it to go.
아, 진짜.
And they continue to control the glass.
Back to Isaac. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
What's up? And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
I think the fact of the matter is all the tools are there for Jonathan Isaac. It's really a matter of being consistent for this young guy.
And becoming more of a playmaker. Doris, I think that's where Adams made the most in terms of improvement last season.
The numbers would back that up, Greg, because he practically doubled his assist rate. The Thunder actually ran their offense through him a little bit more often, and the team shared the ball more as a whole. For Brad Stevens, he said OKC was one of his favorite teams to watch last season, and there were many people who felt the same way. Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And one thing you love about Ingles, He hits a lot of contested jumpers.
He does, and he'll get to his game by using jab steps, pump fakes, really good ball handler. He's unafraid of the clutch. He'll talk a little smack every now and again. Joe Ingles has carved out quite a career.
And the Bulls making a change here. Here's Graham. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Graham.
Good shit.
Keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Wizards trail by 8. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Thank you, David. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. So we'll see Paul Millsap go to the line here. That one on Collins.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Here's Van Vliet, and it's good for 2. Van Vliet's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is what we call highly efficient play, working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Pass to Millsap. This one for 3. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Millsap's got 6 points.
With a solid mid-range shot, Millsap's game does so much more for his team's spacing.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
For the Wizards. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 10-point game. To Ibaka. Here's the 3.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
3-pointer, Graham. Rebound by the Wizards.
I'll say he has looked just a step slow all game, but his teammates, boy, have they come through.
Bledsoe. Van in on the layup. Bledsoe's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, you have got to respect Bledsoe's confidence. This guy drilling the shot on the interior.
Taken away by Holiday. Pulls up on the wing.
야,
No
이게
good from Bledsoe. The Bulls leading by 8. Outside Millsap.
안 된다.
Here's
됐어.
McGee. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to Holiday. They get it back.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Anunoby with it. He has 7. Back to McGee. 4 on the shot clock. Graham inside the line. With the second effort to the middle. Pass to Millsap. Back to Anunoby.
How special can OG Anunoby be? Show off and show out.
Now here's Bledsoe. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so... And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Wizards trail by 12. Out to Ibaka for the three.
아, 저렇게 안 들어가네 진짜.
And the Bulls going the other way now.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
아, 저렇게 안 들어가 지금.
Yeah, Isaac has got a high release, excellent balance in the mid-range, really nicely done.
Pass to Holiday.
아이고 씨 뭐야 이거. 그렇지.
And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played
또
in.
내일 간다니까.
You know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental.
돌아나가야지.
And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Here's Holiday. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Now here's Ball. Outside Leonard. And here's Booker. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock.
아니.
Free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college, but boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid,
그렇지.
and he's willing to pay it.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Leonard with the steal.
And how about no turnovers here in the second half, making sure they get a quality possession every time down the floor.
Leonard on the wing. Over Ingles. Oh, and that one is the right spin on it, and it is good. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
And Giannis gets it to go. Giannis has got 25
왜
points.
유진님 그걸 왜
I
싸요?
really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
And the shot is good.
And Ball sets up his teammates, and when they're open, quick to whip it around. One of the best ball movers in the league.
Now here's Van Vliet.
들어가라 좀. 그렇지.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They get a hand on it.
나이스.
Here's Giannis.
주가 씨.
And the hands up against Kumbo.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
Pass to Leonard. Booker outside. A 3-ball.
없어야지. 나이스 리.
Rebounded by the Wizards. Now, on to Kumbo. Here's Ingles. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Ingles has got his first points in this one. Chicago calls timeout.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfect. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, will see if they can build on this lead.
Booker outside.
야 미친 씨.
The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
There are few people in the league that are more scary when they start to find their rhythm than Devin Booker, and he's cooking right now.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely.
Right.
That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Pass to Leonard. Here's Millsap. He's guarded by Collins. Shot clock at 5.
없고요.
Wizards trail by 8. Here's Antetokounmpo.
아 파울이 안 나냐.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
이거 싸봐. 이거 싸봐.
Now here's Adams. Pass to Graham. For 3. Booker.
야이씨 미친
Another
국고 씨.
3 for Chicago.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets
왔다.
the
이거 안
look
들어가면 안
out,
되지.
the bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Lays it up off the glass.
안나.
And it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
Making
Big.
every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
아 초반에 3점이 너무 안
Really,
들어갔어.
the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer.
My goodness.
이런 씨 전대 씨.
No, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And I really marvel at the touch
파울.
of
그렇지.
Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible. Yeah, the defender all over him.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within single digits.
이런 젠장 씨.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Good on the first, and that will push the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for Isaac.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
개 같은
And
말.
Isaac throws it down.
This guy has great agility at his position. Jonathan Isaac's so fluid when he's driving to the cup.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
안 때리네.
And the jump by Giannis.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
지지.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke.
너무 놓쳐가지고. 야, 한 판 더 가자, 마키. 좀 이따가.
Play before the hometown crowd.
천태만상인 건 세상 사는 법도 가지가지 귀천이 따로 있나. 대만상인 건 세상 사는 법도 가지가지 귀천이 따로 있나. 덤불한다 스님 가르친다 선생님 병 고친다 의사님 나라.
And we've got it live for you right here from Chicago. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Celtics in Boston. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams tonight, Greg, want to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
없지요. 야이씨.
Opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
So it's
군본데,
Chicago
야이씨.
now. The drive by Booker. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
The floor awareness of Ball excels at getting the ball to his uncovered teammates.
And here is VanVleet. Pass to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's Ball. Booker outside. It's overpowered.
야, 씨.
And it's Chicago.
그거 왜 이렇게 다 넣어?
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Giannis, no good.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, For your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Now, Antetokounmpo, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Now, here's Ball. Booker outside. Back to Leonard. 6 to shoot.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan. Offensively, so far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
That shot wide open.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Fleet does is make winning plays.
Kicks it out to Leonard.
어이구야.
By Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
To the middle. And stolen by Booker. Leonard attacking. And finished off by Leonard.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And the dunk by Booker.
And with a good feel for the game, Booker sensed the right time to go for that steal.
Van Vliet looking around. The rebound by Steven Adams. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 14-6 run. A nice shot by Booker.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Van Vliet. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Love the strength on that drive by Fred Van Vliet. He is tough and he's aggressive.
Chicago leading by 8. Outside Leonard. Back to Ball.
아니 저기 왜 버려?
Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Timeout. I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us.
저거 왜 돌아가냐.
Equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. That one goes. Count it.
Exactly what you want from that play. Get it to Serge where he can simply rise and fire.
Outside Leonard. Booker left side for 3.
야야 리바 잡어
And it's out
뭐하는
of
거야?
bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for Washington. They trail by 6. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And for his position, Bledsoe probably as physical as any in our game. Clearly not afraid to challenge defenders.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view. But but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
Now here's Graham for three. Fournier. That one misses. Holiday with the defensive effort. Wizards trailed by three. A nice shot by Tucker.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Hits the three-point bomb.
The problem for your perimeter defense, if you close hard on Holiday, he can put the ball on the floor and beat you that way.
Back to Graham. For three, Fournier. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a good game so far as we conclude the first. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Back to Graham. Outside Millsap. Here's McGee. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. McGee's got his first points of the night.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he broke into the screen, and I thought my life was close. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Bulls trailed by 4. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Leonard. Puts one up from 19. Pocket 6. Booker with it. 8 points for him. Another one falls for Chicago.
And because of that high basketball IQ he possesses, Booker takes great shots, and he knows the value of the mid-range game. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. That one drops for him. Leonard's got 8 points.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
Antetokounmpo.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
No way here, Isaac, as he lets it go. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Yeah, and he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. Back to Graham. Pass to Adams. Outside Leonard. Over Ingles. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Booker. Now Isaac.
그렇지 없지요.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the
아이고.
Washington Wizards.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Powell. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And it's sent back by Isaac.
From the young fella. Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
Chicago trailing here. But Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go to Kevin Durant. LeBron James is there as well, but Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Washington calls timeout. Kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Both teams changing it up here. And the Wizards with possession. They trail by 1. Out to Ibaka. Back to Giannis. It's up a 3. The offensive rebound. A second chance effort.
야!
Misses the layup.
씨 미쳤다.
There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. Back to Anunoby. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Back to Giannis. To end the drought.
Nice.
By McGee.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Pass to Millsap. Outside Fournier. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. 6 on the shot clock.
That'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Wizards trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now Bledsoe. Here's Giannis. And oh boy, contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself. And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Now here's Ball. Now here's Anunoby. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Fournier's shot is off.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Tucker has it in the corner. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Chicago leading.
Gotta run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Pass to Fournier. And here is Ball. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now here's Van Vliet. That one goes in. Van Vliet's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Wizards.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Outside Leonard. Graham from outside. Unable to get that one. And the Wizards are going the other way. And we've got an
안
update
된다.
here,
야,
so let's
씨, 콤보
catch up
4파울
with
안
David
되는데.
Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president, giving Denver success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year. There is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David. Good. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much. Like, that ability to play in space is so vital.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Antetokounmpo's got 20.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to cross those lanes in the middle.
The NBA champion, Finals MVP, Kawhi has done a lot in a short time.
First trip to the line for him here. He's perfect from the line this time.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Right side, Collins. They get it again. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball. I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last trip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Isaac with the steal. Leonard with no one around. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Here's Van Vliet. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, he wasn't someone you wanted to foul if you were defending him last season. 85% is what he made from the line.
He's gone from undrafted to a champion. Fred Van Vliet has come a long way, and he's not done yet, in my opinion.
Now, here's Ball. On the wing, Booker. Outside Leonard. Over Ingles. Here's Adams. Washington with the rebound. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Isaac picks him up. Back to Giannis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
The most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most bigs in our game.
Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. Pass to Adams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And the Bulls lead by 1.
And nothing seems to faze Adams. Even when you get physical with him.
And Adams has got the ball here for the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams
아까
is the
미쳤어.
player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line, throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Washington calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Wizards trailed by 4. Inside. Here's Giannis. Pass to Tucker. Floats it up for Giannis.
그렇지.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Outside Fournier. From past the arc. Good D by Holiday.
And when you can't get anything to
Yeah.
fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Now Ball. Following the miss by Evan Fournier from deep. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Chicago. No good. .51 seconds left in the third. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the cheat by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
And Ball slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they
아이고.
want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
안 벌리냐.
And the shot goes in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Giannis outside. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. No good. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Chicago. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Chicago leading. Pass to Booker. Fires for 3. Rebound, Washington. It's tipped.
맞다.
And now Isaac running the floor
그렇지, 나이스
all
블락.
by himself.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Now Bledsoe. Pass to Holiday. Here is Ibaka. Nice ball movement by Washington. Rocket 6 to the inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Ibaka's got it all tied up now for Washington.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Those players make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Washington calls timeout.
and basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Both teams deciding to change it up. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach of the Wizards was getting across in the huddle. He said he just wants them to play faster. He feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Back to Ball. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Leonard. Now Booker. This one for three. Collins grabs the miss. Here's Van Vliet. Down low. Here's Ibaka. Isaac with the ball. Outguarded by Giannis. Outside Leonard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Kick out to Adams. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
The Bulls making a switch here. And so Adams nails both of them. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Van Vliet.
Ooh.
And it's sent back by Isaac. Here's Graham.
Nice.
He sends it right off the glass. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Knocked loose. Graham with the ball. Outguarded by Giannis. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And coach most likely wants to address their turnover issues. The offense looks forced right now, rush. There's no synergy to it. They have to find a way to work together and remain aggressive without making mistakes.
And the Wizards making a change here. Ingles in the corner. Wide open look.
들어가. 와, 씨.
And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Kick out to Adams. Back to Leonard. To the wing on the left. Graham gets a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Isaac. Back to Graham. 4 on the shot clock. Booker with no one around. And the 3 off target. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now here's Powell. To Collins. Powell with it. Wizards passing it around. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Here's Van Vliet.
아씨, 한 방에 갔어야 되는데.
The Bulls leading 5-4. Hands to Isaac. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And the Bulls with another miss. they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Green. From downtown, Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Now the Wizards with it. A 2-point game. And Giannis throws it up.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Chicago making a switch here. There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth
안 돼.
quarter. And that one's good. Leonard.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Giannis. Now Powell. From deep. Gets hauled in by
아따. 이거 안 들어가냐.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Seconds left in the fourth.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're with
Ah,
distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the
이걸 못
penalty.
넣냐.
That's right. No other option but to foul and look for some misses.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
If you're a point guard and you want the ball at the end of games, you have to knock down free throws. That's something Lonzo Ball is working on, in my opinion.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Both teams will make substitutions. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Chicago grabs a miss. They've led by as much as 10. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. And here is Powell. And shot, no good. So the Bulls win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that'll do it, folks.
노마크에서 너무 못 넣네. 3점수 12%야? 많게 똑같네. 하필이면 그게 그때 들어가냐. 아, 카와이 3점. 아, 여기서 갈렸네. 아, 이 클러치 컸다.